Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything pop culture and random in the world, including popcorn and cheddar popcorn,
white cheddar,
and caramel. Kettle. What other popcorn is there?
Butter, the regular butter.
Butter.
There's movie theater butter.
There's
extra movie theater butter.
Extra.
There's sweet
extra
popcorn.
Buttery.
There's like sweet popcorn that's got like icing on it.
Shut up, Landon.
That's a thing.
I'm your host, Mick. Joining me always is
Landon Browning,
Wil Dobratz,
and David Parker.
Welcome to the show, guys. It's December 17th, 2022.
It's almost Christmas.
Are in the deep of Christmas season.
This is your Christmas-themed Hotkeys podcast episode.
Can't you hear the sleigh bells?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the sound of sonic booms going over my TLF. It's like once a day.
That's how they do it in Edwards.
It's like once a day. You will be somewhere in the TLF, and it sounds like someone is banging on the door with like a full-sized mallet, but it's like really quick and loud, and then that's just when you realize that there was like a sonic boom above.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is the place where Tom Cruise tested that plane.
It might be. It might be.
I think so.
Either that or China Lake, but I didn't see the movie, so I can't guarantee.
Oh, he did this in real life.
I still haven't seen Maverick. Top Gun Maverick.
Will's like, whoa, spoilers. I didn't want to know there was. I didn't want to know they go faster than the speed of sound.
I can't do it.
You didn't want to know that he says, "I've got a need for speed."
Yeah. Will, the scene when he gets inside the cockpit and it closes and he goes, "It's Top Gun in time."
As the music plays, right into the danger zone, right, Michael?
Yes.
I went to the danger zone.
Yeah, was that it?
Is it Highway?
It's Highway.
I went to the danger zone. Everyone knows that's how the song goes.
I sang it incorrectly.
Still.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know how to say ornament.
Ornament.
I'm just going to start calling them Christmas baubles.
Yeah, that's way better.
Well, that's what they call it in Harry Potter. So.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Because everything in Harry Potter is better than everything in real life, right, Michael?
You know, it probably is. Magic is pretty cool.
I mean,
isn't it?
You have me there.
Face. You know what? Stupefy. How about that?
You stupefied Will?
I'll stupefy you too.
I'm already stupefied. You can't stupefy something that's stupid.
Okay, how about Avada Kedavra?
Oh,
you're dead.
Well,
roasted.
I'm literally dead.
Is that a kill one?
Yeah, that's a killing.
Have you never seen Harry Potter?
Not past like movie like 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
just before they.
Oh, wow.
They introduced the killing curse.
Yeah, movie 4 gets really dark, and
That's
movie
kind of
5
when-
and 6 and 7 and 7 part 2 are all like really dark.
Like the first half is like.
That's my boy, my son.
I'm trying to think. Wait, which one? I've seen one where there's like a race and a maze.
That's
Okay, that's 4.
Okay, I've seen that one then, because that's where
So you just don't remember.
I remember. Robert Pattinson gets capped.
That's what we were just.
That's
That's what we were just quoting.
The killing curse.
Yeah. Okay. So, I do. Yeah. Is it a hard spell to cast or something? Like,
Well, yeah, you have to be like magically powerful. At that
You don't
point.
just say the words. You have to.
that's
like,
what I'm like. I'm like, damn. I'm like, you can just like say a couple words.
So a little story here when they're
Some Harry Potter lore.
when they're being taught about the 3 unforgivable curses. Moody says, "You could all point your wands at me, and I would just get a bloody nose." So you have to be somewhat magically powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same as like a child finding like their parents' gun and being able to kill someone with it. You can't just find your parents' wand and then like start
Kill somebody
blasting.
So I just started blasting.
So I started incanting.
Did you guys see the latest gameplay footage from Hogwarts Legacy?
No.
No,
Oh, it looks so good.
I'm excited. It's February, right?
Yeah.
The PS4 version got delayed.
Yes,
Xbox.
and then the Switch version is July or something like that. So they're staggered. PS5 and Xbox and
cares
PC are
about
February.
those?
Yeah.
April is the last gen versions, and then Switch is the last
Should just,
July.
You know what? They should just cancel the PS4 version. Leave all those peasants behind.
At this
That's what I
point,
say.
right?
Leave them behind.
Yeah,
It's their fault they don't have a PS4.
I mean,
We're definitely not the supply shortage.
I don't think there is one anymore. That it's not that bad anymore.
I don't think.
I mean, that's what I've heard, but I still have not seen a PlayStation 5 in a
how
store.
come I haven't
like
seen
And I check just because I'm curious every time I go to a department store, and I still have not seen one.
I've never even seen the discless version. Like, I'm pretty sure those don't actually exist.
It was just concept art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard they're making one. They're gonna make a discless one that you can buy a disk drive to hook onto it. Like they're gonna.
Oh, like it's modular or something?
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart because you never know when you're going to want to start collecting discs and you don't want to screw yourself out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How much is the disk drive though? Is it less than $100? And then like the rest of us were stupid.
The cost of, yeah.
They're probably going to make it like $110 or something
It's
like
probably,
that.
yeah, my guess would be, I honestly would assume they'll probably eventually discontinue the disk drive one and then just sell the diskless one and then sell the disk drive.
You know, when I was going back and forth which one to get, I was like, I should get the disc one because discs are good.
Well, I mean,
I think I've only bought one disc.
I have,
Really?
yeah, I have one PS5 game on disc.
Everything else has been.
I have
Yeah.
about 10. I have 10.
well, you're like a
lot.
hard copy kind of guy. You like your steel books and stuff. I think I have like maybe 4 or 5 discs. But other than that, the rest are all digital. Yeah, because I think we talked about it on here because I wanted to borrow a game from Michael and he had no discs I could borrow from him, so I just didn't get a game from him.
Michael, you know what I have on disc?
Yes, sir.
Guardians of the Galaxy for PS5. Do you want to borrow it and play it?
Gotiga.
I mean, I guess so.
I
like
would
fun.
I would borrow it and play it. Will.
Wait,
Yeah,
Landon,
but
do
you live
have
in California.
Do you have it on?
If you
disc,
come
or-
for Christmas, Dave, maybe.
No, I
Landon has it on digital. I guess I can't borrow it.
Will's like,
I
what?
have it on
What?
I literally said I just had it on disc.
Yes, I will borrow it from you, Will, and
Okay.
I'll be the best at it.
I mean, it's a single player game, so
I will win.
I mean,
Oh,
everybody wins.
we got our PSN years in review this year. We didn't see Michael's, but I bet his is going to be very similar to the rest of ours, where it's like a huge reduction.
Wait, how do you do
in
that?
Gameplay.
I always forget how to do that.
I just got a notification on my phone from the PS app, but you can also go onto the app and then access it that way. Or I think you get an email as well. At least that's what I've done in past years. Is I got emails. You can also probably just log into your PlayStation account and then look at it that way. But
yeah.
I saw mine, Will's, and Landon's, and all of us had a huge reduction in play hours this year. Like a lot. Like Will and I think was like 1,000 hours less. And,
Yes.
and Landon's was probably maybe about the same, right?
Yeah, I only had my total playtime. I can't remember what it was last year. My total playtime was 258 hours for the entire year.
When did you get the email?
I never got one. I just had to look up. I just went to like, if you just Google like PlayStation year in review, then it'll give you some options like login and it'll give you the whole breakdown. Let me go to 2021. I should have my screenshots there.
Yeah, I thought I remember like last year mine being like 1,800 or something, and this year mine was 500 something.
Yeah, that's a, you know, I
It's
mean,
a
but
huge-
you watched like 300 movies this year, so.
I did watch more movies. I read a lot more books. Yeah, I did play a lot less games, especially PlayStation games. Because I mean, I played some Civ, but that was at the beginning of the year, and then I didn't play that much PC games. I played some of the first Witcher game, but that was maybe 30 hours or something in total. But yeah, my gaming was down this year.
Yeah.
Did you do more PC stuff, Will? Since you
No.
also have PC, or okay?
I mean, the only thing I don't think I even did more like Switch stuff. I think it was pretty much all just I played way less video games this year.
Although you did have you had your Smash competitions and stuff. So like, though the actual hours of gameplay isn't that much, the time is still kind of like that's a fair chunk of a Saturday that you're spending
Yes,
doing
that is
something
true.
else.
Oh, here, I found my hours from last year. 715 hours last year.
Okay, so you had like a 500 drop. But that also
Yeah.
I feel like was low for you too. Like, so you've been like continuously like
I've
every
been
year
continuing-
it goes down
yeah.
quite a bit. Because I think you were above 1,000. Maybe it was the year before that or something.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
They also used to log the hours wrong. Like you would, I think they did like a bad, like they were like, if you had like an app suspended and were like watching Netflix or something, it would still.
Oh, then it counts it towards
Clock hours,
playing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
But still, 700 to, to 250 is a pretty significant, considering that the Quarry made my top 5 games played, and that was,
Hey, you
playthrough.
You guys talked about that pretty extensively on the show, so it's
Yeah.
fair that it cracked your top 5.
So
But-
I didn't find the 2021 hours for me, but I found the 2020 hours.
Oh my, what are those?
Oh,
what are
how
those
bad
gonna look
was
like?
I have 1,400. I had 1,456 hours in
Wow.
2020 with Call of Duty Modern Warfare as the top game for
Jeez.
250 hours, and then Persona 5 Royal for 142 hours.
So what was your total hours for 2022?
258, I think. Yep, 258.
Mine was 500 something.
592.
Oh my
But-
gosh.
What?
What?
Mine is 147.
Whoa.
You had a kid. Look at us all.
Holy
Look
moly.
at us all
Mick, what was
growing
your
up.
top game? I'm curious what your top 5 are.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Probably Spider-Man on PS.
Yeah. Spider-Man, and then the other is like Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Miles Morales.
Top games. Let's see.
And then PlayStation Now, he was playing Spider-Man 2.
Genshin Impact, 140 hours.
Wow, that is a really that's a bad list.
What is it? What is it?
So in 2022, I played 15 games.
Oof.
Oh no.
So top 5. Number 5 is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
For
Sagwa.
how many? How many hours?
15%. Or sorry, 5%.
So how many hours? Click on it.
8 hours. Number 4 is Bully.
Oh, hey.
8 hours.
Did you... Oh, okay, you didn't beat the whole thing. You just played it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Bully is so much fun.
Number 3 is Battlefield 1. 10 hours.
That's crazy.
Number 2, Gran Turismo 7. 14 hours. And number 1,
Sonic Racing.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. 77 hours.
So 77 of your hours was just in the last, like...
So I
2
waited
weeks.
till the end of the year.
Yeah, you
And
waited
then
until the end
went
of the year to
nuts.
start playing.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute, that came out like 2 months ago.
You've been on a lot more lately, I feel like.
Yeah, anytime a new Call of Duty comes out, I'm like, yeah.
I've been in the mood to play more video games lately.
Dude, where were you last night?
I was watching a movie with my
Yeah, screw you.
All right, my games were so 258 hours. My number 5 game was The Quarry, which made it for 3% of my playtime. I don't know how many hours that is, whatever 3% of 258 is. Number 4 was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, PS4 and PS5.
Okay. Yeah.
5%.
Switch back and forth.
Number 3 is Elden Ring, PS4 and PS5. 17%. Number 2 is Rocket League, 17%. And then number 1 with 25% and 66 hours was Far Cry 6. So, I did a quality game for number 1.
I was going to say, I'm so glad that Gotham Knights didn't make it.
Do you have yours pulled up, Will, or do you want me to do mine?
I have mine pulled up really quick. So mine's a little weird because my dad also plays on my account, and he actually took up the top 2 games.
That is crazy.
I thought he had his
Mark
own
is a
account.
bigger gamer than Will.
So he
We're
did.
gonna replace you with Mark on the show.
So I played 69 total games.
Mark, you want to come over and play the next Dark
Dark Pictures.
Dark Pictures game?
So my
Only
number
if I get to
5.
be the hot one.
Like father,
like father, like son. Yep. My number 5 game is Elden Ring, with 31 hours logged, 5% of my total playtime. Number 4, God of War Ragnarok, with 45 hours logged, 7% total annual playtime.
Boo.
Number 3, Ghost of Tsushima, 56 hours logged, with 9% of my total playtime.
Great game.
Yeah.
And then the top 2 are my dad. So number 2 is Everybody's Golf with 57 hours logged. And the number 1 is Age of Wonders Planetfall with 66 hours.
What is that
Are-
game? What is Age of Wonders?
That's like
It's a strategy
It's a
game.
strategic RPG, right? A CRPG.
Yeah,
Sort
yeah.
Oh.
My dad loves it. Like my dad loves Age of Wonders.
Or is it
And,
like a tactical game? More like
It's
XCOM.
tactical. It's like no, it's
Your
kind
dad
of a
liked
mix
XCOM,
of both.
right? Your dad loved XCOM.
Yeah, my dad loves XCOM. My dad loves like I think he what is it? Not Age of Empires. Heroes of Might and Magic. Is that it? Is that a game, Dave?
That's a game. I've never played it, so I don't know what.
He
what kind
loves
it is,
that. And he loves Age of Wonders, which is like a top-down, like turn-based, like you explore and build stuff, and then when you battle, it's turn-based. And
Well,
it's
your dad
like
was the
XCOM.
one that essentially got us to be interested in Divinity because he was playing it.
Yes.
And then one day we were like, "What is this game?" And Will was like, "Oh yeah, my dad plays this." And then that's what
And then
got us interested
Dave's
in that,
addiction
so-
was born.
Yes, that is true. I actually played some Divinity a couple days ago. I only played for a couple hours, but because I still have not beat that game. Like I got like 90% of the way through, and then just got distracted with other stuff.
I play me with Elden Ring. I could have beaten it, but
Yep, that's true.
I-
My top
What
five.
about
I don't.
your,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead, Mick.
No, I was moving on to something else. We haven't done
Oh,
yours yet.
okay. My top five, I don't have. It's just the screenshots. I don't have the hours, but I have Assassin's Creed Odyssey at number 5, which I'm really bummed that made the top 5 because I have tried to like the game, and I like even a couple days ago, like I played it for about an hour, and I was like, man, like this game I just can't get into it. But that was at 4%.
yeah, what kind of loser would have an Ubisoft open world game in the top 5?
At least it's not my number 1. Number 4 at 7%, I had Deathloop, which actually I really liked Deathloop. I was thinking that game the other day, and I think that's one that like the more like that I'm away from the game, like the more that I have good memories of that, and I'll probably go back and play that again someday. Number 3, which I have not beat yet, is Hollow Knight at 7%.
Ooh,
I got really,
that's a good game.
I got close to beating that game, but I kind of had the same thing where it's like I was playing right before the move, so I haven't got back into that. And that's a game that like when you stop playing for a while, it gets really hard to get back in because the game is really hard. Number 2, I have
Very
Sekiro
pretty, though.
at 13%. Sekiro I talked about on the show a lot, but I really like Sekiro. And then at number 1, with 51% of my playtime,
Wait,
is
can we
Elden
guess?
Ring.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, well,
Oh, we all knew.
Will
It's
and
like what, like
Landon are
200
each other.
knew.
It's like 250 hours or
Well,
something, right?
258.
274.
So you played
But
also
274.
more than I played the entire year you played now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never beat the game. I'll just never beat it because there's just no way that I like.
Yeah, like the majority of my gameplay, like because it was 51%, so it was just over, was Elden Ring. So the joke I made was that I didn't play video games this year. I played Elden Ring, and then I also played other things. So
Crazy things you played all that time in like a 3-month span too. Like you just like
no, Elden Ring was like a 6-month span.
No, it was like 3.
Sekiro was about a month, and then Hollow Knight was like 3 weeks.
Mm.
But anyway, that was my top 5.
So what about your trophies? How many trophies did you get?
I'd have to
I
go
don't
back
really
to
know.
my
I don't really look at
screenshots.
trophies to be honest. Like I guess I could pull it up. Oh, 20 platinums. Oh, not bad.
Okay, he's lying. I had 2 platinums, 10 golds, 47 silvers, and 144 bronze.
I had 1 platinum. Far Cry 6, baby. Let's go. 7 golds, 20 silvers, 135 bronze.
My 2 platinums, Landon, were Elden Ring and Sekiro.
Not as impressive as Far Cry 6.
Sure.
Because like the
Okay.
willpower to like push through Far Cry 6 probably way higher.
That's harder than
Yeah, it's harder
any.
than-
Yeah, sure.
horrible cutscenes you have to suffer through, like the terrible story. Like,
What about you, Will?
I had 1 platinum, 18 gold, 48 silver, and 261 bronze.
what was your platinum?
My platinum was Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice.
I had 0 platinums. I had 2 gold.
Nice.
I had 9 silver, and I had 65 bronze. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Get it.
With a total of 76 trophies.
Let's go. So are you gonna platinum God of War Ragnarok?
We'll see. Right now, I don't have much interest in platinuming the game as much as I like it.
I mean,
Did you
if
platinum
it
the
was a
first game?
masterpiece, like,
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should platinum the first game. That's a fun platinum.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that both of them would be really fun platinums. It's just what I want to do. I want to spend another 20 hours trophy hunting, or would I rather put that time elsewhere?
Well,
Even
it
I
sounds like
haven't
you're not a
done
true
for,
fan of the
the
game then,
first God of
Will.
War.
Like,
Do you?
I don't know if I believe you really like the game then.
yeah,
I really like
You know,
Ragnarok.
for someone who was
You
so
can do
excited
what you
for it,
want, though.
like,
I was really excited, and it's a really good game. And Dave, you should play the game, but I know you won't because you always have to wait for a sale on games.
no, see, I will play the game at some point because I love the first game so much. Are there really hard Valkyries in the second game as well?
No, there are. Well, there's 1 or 2 Valkyrie fights, but that's it.
Okay, is there some like equivalent?
There's something else. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay,
There's
because the
something
Valkyries
equivalent.
were like the hardest part of the first game.
Yes, there are equivalent. Do you want me to tell you what they're called, or are you...
No, I'm fine. I'll find out.
Okay, cool.
Once I got to the Valkyries, I put the difficulty level like all the way down.
That
was
doesn't
so
help
traumatic.
much. That doesn't help much with the difficulty of the Valkyries.
Yeah, it helped more than not doing it. So I
never
did
made
it.
the Valkyries.
You
Okay,
didn't even
well,
get Mimir, dude. You didn't even get Mimir, which is like...
I cannot believe that you don't like that.
Dude,
game.
I'll try again. I just don't have time. I'm playing through I'm playing through the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. It's very riveting.
Shut up. This is so annoying.
one thing we all noticed that we had a lack of in our Discord, and I don't know if it was just me, but like, I don't know if I believe you really like the game then. Yeah, like the Valkyries were like the hardest part of the first game. We had a lack of in our playtime this year was.
Wait, can I say it? Can I say it?
Yeah,
can I
of
say
course.
GTA.
We're free.
Guys,
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
it.
We didn't
We
have.
broke free of that monster. What a stupid game.
We need to I feel like we need our I feel like we didn't end our story. Like Hansi's story is not finished.
That is true. That
It got canceled after 13 seasons.
It ends with like
on a cliffhanger. Yeah.
Hansi knocked over in his Deluxo on the side of the road, like it's on fire. Like,
Yeah.
Will they make it over the cavern? Stay tuned for
Find
next
out.
episode.
What happened? They canceled the show as soon as the spacemen went up.
Well, they took out basically all the fun adversary modes, so there was really not much of a reason to go back unless we wanted to get killed by try-hard griefers, which none of us
That
really
does sound fun.
none of us really enjoyed. So,
And Colby lost all his progress, like literally all of it.
that was separate though, because that happened after the fact. That was months later, and yeah, that was kind of the final nail in the coffin of at least Colby ever returning. Because if they put the adversary modes back in, like I would love to play Sumo again, or
Overtime Rumble.
Rumble,
dude.
or something.
There's nothing
just
that matches
just a playlist.
toxicity of Overtime
Yeah,
Rumble.
just a
There's
fun
nothing.
playlist.
I love just like it's like race 6, and you're like the tensions you could just feel building. Like one person in the party, you can tell like one person in the party is like already crumbling over you, like but he's like circling like sharks.
It's like, how could we like push him over the limit?
Yeah, it's like somebody had a bad week this week, and it's time to make it worse.
Time to bump into them on Xbox.
Sorry, it glitched. I didn't even hit you.
I'll screen record and show you what happened. Gosh, how many times have we heard that?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Anyway, yeah, no GTA on I think any of our lists because we stopped playing. It was I think September of 2021.
So should we go back to Red Dead Online?
No, probably not.
I would go back.
It's
Yes, we know.
Why not?
Yes,
Why
we know.
not?
We know you would.
Why shouldn't we go back?
I don't know.
They
I can think of
they
one
also
reason.
don't have adversary modes. There, Will.
They don't have like anything in Red Dead.
That is true.
That
have
is
like
that is true.
horse racing.
But Landon, they updated Valentine with Christmas lights.
Did they?
Yeah,
Did they really?
I think so.
All right, I'm back in. Did you guys ever play?
Christmas
Oh, never
lights
mind.
even exist back then. I mean, come
I
on.
mean, I just have like 2 online trophies left in that game, and I get the platinum. So like, I probably should go back and clean those up.
He's lying.
No, you definitely. There's no way you found like all fossils or whatever it is. There's no way.
I had when I was playing that game, I had like a moment where I decided I was gonna go for the platinum, and then I spent I think 14 hours one day playing just fishing, and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, like I literally sat on my like chair in like the Tri-Cities for like 14 hours just fishing all day. That's all I did. I just fished. I got like I think I got like 8 legendary fish, and I was like, oh my god, like I spent all
Some
day.
of the like challenge mode stuff in that game is really hard, and it's much harder than the first game because you can finish all the
some of
challenges
their-
pretty easily in the first one. But yeah, it's the second game has some just really difficult,
insane. Some of the horse racing,
and there's a lot of them
challenges, like-
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would play through that game just to play through the story again.
yeah, that's a big time.
There's
commitment,
no
though.
way that I would do the.
Go for the platinum.
Yeah, not me.
It's fun to do some side stuff, like just run. It's like fun to just roam around the world and see what kind
It's a pretty and that going back to Hogwarts Legacy, there was a lot of that exploration in the latest trailer thing that they did, and the world that they created, like outside of Hogwarts, is like really pretty and like really in depth and detailed. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm nervous about that game. I have like a feeling it could be like really bad.
I mean, there's always that that risk, right?
Yeah.
And kind of like, I mean, I don't think Gotham Knights was anywhere close to like being like it could be amazing.
Yeah, I was.
But like Hogwarts Legacy, I think could be amazing, and it also could be just a dumpster fire. So,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm nervous about it, but from all that I've seen, it seems like it's doing really well.
yeah, I'm down to play
Your
it.
expectations you're high though, right? I mean, you're excited for the game though, right?
I would say that I've exceeded my expectations. It's not quite outstanding yet.
Okay, stop. You're such a nerd.
I'm definitely not a troll about it.
No, stop.
I don't think anyone gets that, but whatever.
My lack of knowledge of Harry Potter almost makes me more excited for it. If that makes sense, like it seems like something new and fresh.
It might be
like,
appropriate to your character because apparently your character comes into Hogwarts as a 5th year,
Oh,
which I don't know. No details about that have
like
been
you're
released.
a bad boy. You're a bad student coming as a 5th year.
You're a
think
transfer
so.
from the Hungarian school or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
Hungarian
fire
Horntails
after the fire.
that you started.
Yeah. That you learned that you were the
everybody.
you're the Hungarian
You're the
Voldemort.
villain. Yeah, you're the villain. Yeah,
Well,
You
apparently
can be.
You can. Yeah, you
you can
can
be evil.
Oh yeah, you
In the
can
game?
use the killing curse.
Landon's
you
so
can.
down for this game.
Can you kill everybody else at Hogwarts?
I don't know how much like
That'd be
freedom you
crazy.
have with that, but you definitely can kill people.
Oh,
Like in the latest thing that they released, that was like the first thing you did.
oh,
You did like a dark arts arena thing, and the first spell you do is Avada Kedavra, and you kill somebody. So you can be a messed up.
Is there
kid.
going
could
to
be
be a battle royale mode for this game?
Battle Royale?
Because that will be the
Please,
determining
where
factor.
Where are we dropping?
Yeah. We're dropping in the
let's
maze.
go, yeah. The Forbidden Forest. It's a good place. Hagrid's Hut. Hagrid's Hut.
Yeah, we dropping on Hagrid. Dude, I found a purple wand. Purple wand's over here. This one has shotgun blast.
Guys, let's all get on the hippogriff. Trust me.
Guys, I found some brooms. Yeah, do you drop just from one giant broom? Like everyone just parachutes down?
No, you drop from a giant flying carpet.
Oh, okay.
But actually, those were outlawed, so.
Oh, okay.
Flying carpets were outlawed.
They were.
Have you guys
For some
played
reason.
much Battle Royale of anything lately? I do not remember the last Battle Royale I played.
We've been playing Warzone.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have?
Warzone
Okay.
2. Yeah.
You liking it,
I've
not
told
liking
you
it?
to download it multiple times, and you haven't.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Well, I have, the place I'm staying has really, spotty internet, at least for
Okay, Dave, you know what? We told you to do this before you moved, so.
No,
What do you have to say about that?
It's not about downloading it, it's about
Was
playing
your
the game.
Wi-Fi spotty at your old place? No.
Well, I was in the process of moving. I didn't have a TV.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? The Air Force
Excuses.
did. The Air Force did everything for you. So
if you truly wanted to play with this, you'd make it happen.
Okay.
You know. But no, yeah, Warzone 2 is fun. There
Okay.
are some things I don't like about it though. So
I actually like the DMZ better.
you do?
Yeah.
I don't like. I like as much as I like DMZ. It takes too long. It's like 25, 30 minutes for a round. What's nice about Warzone is like
I mean, you can always get out earlier. That's just like the max that you have to be in there.
right. I guess usually like most of our deaths come within like the final minutes when we're trying to exfil. It's really frustrating.
I guess. I mean, as long as you fill up your time with the contracts, then I think the time would go by faster.
Yeah,
But you're right though. Like the most exciting parts are at the very end when you're like trying to beat the storm coming and
Yeah.
trying to get a helicopter and stuff. Like that's definitely the most exciting.
I guess for me, it's like with Warzone, I don't have to worry about losing my guns. It's like a fresh thing every time. So
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know, but I really enjoy both, and I want to play more. It's just like DMZ works best with 3 people, and also Battle Royale works best with 3 or 4 people. So
Yeah.
it's sometimes it's tough to get everybody on.
Yeah. I've just been doing just regular multiplayer online.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm getting better.
Did anyone play with you
mind
last
me.
night?
No, they all suck.
no, I was I had a family function last night, so I apologize.
Family
Dude, I feel like you do like family functions like every other night. That's what it feels like.
No,
Will's
no,
like-
I don't.
Will's
I really
like,
don't.
I'm
Why?
sad that
Why?
we don't game together online anymore, but also I'm not available.
That's what it feels like. Like Will is never on. Like until it's like 10 o'clock at night. Will like hits every like 10 p.m. He's like, does anybody want to get on and play games now? So I've done all my other friend activities. Like now I'm bored. Like,
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah, we
I'm
know
calling
where
you
we
out.
rank, Will. We know where we
No,
stand
that's not what it
in
is.
the hierarchy of things.
Is that what you were doing last night?
No, what?
Family functions last night?
Yeah, it was my brother-in-law's birthday.
that's not really. I don't know. I would have said skip.
Yeah, but your family
I would
function
have
is different than mine.
I would have pressed X to skip.
No, you should have gone, Landon. You
Yeah,
should've gone
hold
to the
down
party.
options to skip that cutscene,
Yeah,
Will.
I would have skipped that cutscene.
No, that's fine, Will. But I was on quite a bit last night.
Listen,
and nobody else.
On Sunday, I'll be on. I'll be on tomorrow.
What about today? Family function?
No,
What do you got going on?
Christmas party,
Where?
college group.
Dude. Bro.
Oh, on.
Will's like,
There's
I'm
always-
sorry I have a social life, okay?
I'm actually starting to feel bad.
Oh, okay.
This is how Will wins everything.
He's like, you guys made me feel bad, so stop.
I don't know. I just like.
I don't. I mean, I wasn't on because I watched a movie last night. Like, so it's like, I don't know. Your excuse is probably, just as valid or more valid than mine. We're just teasing you.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I'm just sensitive. Like, I don't know. I'm just sensitive about it.
You can tease me for just being on PlayStation by myself, Will.
No, it's okay. That's not something you should tease somebody about.
Please don't tell. Please don't tease me, Will.
No, Dave. I'm going to tease you.
I watched Guillermo del Toro's
Pinocchio.
What was that?
Was it good?
Who's
I
Pinocchio?
can't say his name. Del Toro's the guy that.
It's Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, him. I watched his Pinocchio last night. It was really good.
Did his nose grow?
It did. I thought it was a really good movie.
Was it in theaters? Where'd you watch this?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix? Oh, okay.
So is Bullet Train. I want to see Bullet Train on Netflix.
Is that the
it's
Brad
around
Pitt
theaters.
movie?
Yeah,
where he's on a bullet train.
With Quicksilver and whoever else is in that movie?
Yes.
Oh, we can talk about Henry Cavill.
Rip.
Dude, that guy keeps getting the shaft.
I feel, yeah.
Landon and I were talking about this because we both don't really like Superman, but I think we both like Henry Cavill a lot. Like I really like him as an actor.
Like everything I've heard about him and just like the actor that he is, like he's just so cool, and he just constantly gets like
crapped on.
Yeah, the shaft. Yeah. So after Black Adam, it was announced that he was coming back as Superman finally, and then not like a month and a half later, moron James Gunn, who's now part head of DC, basically scrapped like everything, including Henry Cavill coming back as Superman.
Like, I mean, it makes sense though. It makes sense though because the movies weren't making money, so you have to do something.
I guess so,
Weren't they
but
making
now
money,
it's
or were they not?
No, Black Adam bombed.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't see it, so I guess I'm part of the problem. But I also did not want to see it, so it's not my problem.
Like the only movie that made money, the only DC Universe movie that made money in the last couple years is Shazam, right?
Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman.
I liked Shazam. Shazam was a fun movie.
All those made a lot. You know what? The movie that bombed was freaking James Gunn's movie.
Which one?
Suicide Squad.
That movie did not. Did that bomb?
Oh, yeah. That lost a ton of money.
That movie was better than...
But he's like, no, I'm going
to... I think
critically that movie was well.
Yeah, well,
you also
critically well done
there's an
make you money.
There's an excuse for the Suicide Squad that it got released at during like a spike in the pandemic.
Yeah, who cares?
That's what like WB execs probably are looking at and are saying, oh, it's not actual. Like it was a very big hit with streaming.
Whatever.
Like with Dune, where it only made 40 million its opening weekend, but it was also released at a time where that was really, really good for a lot of movies.
Dune's also bad.
Number one on streaming. Okay.
Dune was not great.
I like Dune.
I like Dune.
I like Dune too. Landon's wrong here. All right, let's move on.
It's something. It's similar to Lord of the Rings, where it's like it's an epic about like an overarching like theme, and it has like really good characters, but it's more about the theme than it is the characters.
Also, it was the first half of.
Would you agree with that?
Yes. You don't think Lord of the Rings is about the characters?
I mean, it is somewhat about the characters, but what I appreciate about Lord of the Rings most is the overarching story and the themes. I think.
I mean, that definitely like plays its part, but
I mean like
the characters are the thing that like really like move the plot along. And crucial.
But like what like Legolas, like if you think about your favorite characters, right? Sam and Aragorn.
What about Boromir?
I mean, Boromir has like a character arc, but he also
Boromir's the best
is only in a third of the entire trilogy.
He's in all 3 movies.
Right? I mean, technically. He's in one scene in Two Towers and half a scene in Return of the King.
It counts.
Are you talking about like where you see his face when Denethor's like looking at Faramir? Like, it counts!
Well, that scene though in Two Towers is one of my favorite scenes.
So good.
Yeah, I can't believe they cut it in the theatrical release.
Who cares about the theatrical release?
Yeah, no one watches those anyway.
Yeah, it's all about the extended edition.
All about the extended.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even though, like, to this day, when I watch specifically The Return of the King, I can still like tell what is extended and what is theatrical. Like the difference. Like, oh, I know that is added.
Yeah.
Well,
like the other two, like I never I never saw Fellowship in theaters, so I never really saw the theatrical cut. Years later, I've gone back and kind of watched it, but specifically with Return of the King, I'm like, wow, that's bless you. Like, oh, that's an alternate cut or
Like
an added scene.
when Gandalf gets his staff broken.
Right? Yeah, like that.
Or with Saruman, like that whole Saruman scene.
Yep, cut.
Wait, they cut the Saruman scene?
The filth of Saruman is washing away. That's like
when he
you just get that
when he
line.
gets capped, right? When he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he gets impaled by
Saruman is not in the theatrical version of the third movie. You just see they talk to Treebeard, and then you see like Pippin picking up the Palantir, and the cog like turning.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he just doesn't die. Like you just don't know what happens to him. Like
You're kind of left like, oh, he's, I guess, just dying in his tower.
does he get? So he dies in the third movie in the extended, right?
Yes.
He's killed. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Which is
so
actually
does
different from
Wormtongue.
how he dies in the books.
Which is what?
He's different than
Yeah,
that's different than how he dies.
He dies in the Shire, right?
Yeah, he gets
Same
The
character.
Scourge of the Shire.
bunch of halflings. No, he doesn't. Wormtongue
He still gets
mobbed.
killed by Wormtongue, but then the
Yeah, he
halflings.
still gets stabbed and stuff,
Yeah.
but he doesn't fall off his tower and then fall on a spike.
Yes, a very movie-like death.
Very Peter
Jackson death.
A King Kong 2005,
5.
6, 2005.
Yeah, Wormtongue should have like grabbed his jaws and just ripped it open, and then played with the dangly jaw. What were we talking about?
I
Talked
can't
about a lot of
remember.
different things. I mean, Mick, you and I saw
Yeah,
the theatrical version of Return of the King a lot. So then when we got the
Yeah, that's
extended
true.
version, like it was way easier for us to know because we saw the Return of the King in theaters a bunch, and then I bought the non-extended version because I couldn't
because you
wait.
couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait for the extended version because it's gonna be like 6 more
So
months.
impatient.
So hey, you watched the unextended version with me many times.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't gonna buy it.
Well, yeah, you had no money. You were a little kid.
Well, you know what? You had some money.
Yeah, and I wanted to get Lord of the Rings.
I don't think I've ever seen the theatrical versions. Maybe the theatrical version of the first movie. Maybe.
Especially in like the first half of Fellowship, the theatrical version, it's like weird. Like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff is cut where I'm like, okay, the extended. I mean, I prefer the extended cuts in general, but like just like shot wise, it's like these shots are like pretty bad compared to the
How much?
extended cut.
Yeah. How much do they add? Also, each movie adds like. How
Sometimes
much
it was
more?
like 30 to 45 minutes. And they
Yeah.
were released a full year after the movie in theaters. So they had a lot of time to like stitch stuff together and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows I'm not like the biggest fans of those movies, but like I
Do
don't.
you mean you're
I
not
can't
a
imagine-
fan of the movies? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
You're a fan of Gollum.
I like Smeagol. I like Boromir. I like Denethor.
Do you like Faramir?
Who?
Faramir.
Faramir? No, I don't like Faramir. Isn't that Boromir's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him.
What?
Well, he doesn't like you either. So
He's like up there with Boromir. It's one of the
Landon,
best characters.
Faramir doesn't think about you.
Yeah. Yeah. But I can't imagine them being shorter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't.
yeah.
I feel like they'd be a lot worse. Like, it doesn't feel like a set of movies that like you could cut.
Well, like in the beginning of Fellowship, where Bilbo's like talking about the Shire and everything, and like introducing the world to us, all of that is cut. It's like some of that dialogue is given to Gandalf when he's talking with Frodo,
Yeah.
and it just is like so like quick and like, wait, what? Huh? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like when the elves give them all the gifts,
That's all cut.
that's cut.
Well, you know what's crazy? Even the extended edition, Boromir doesn't get a gift.
Yeah.
That's in the books. He gets a gift though, right? It's like a golden belt.
Galadriel
think so,
knows
yeah.
he's gonna die soon, so she's like, I'm not gonna waste, I'm not gonna waste some precious like 1,000-year-old elf thing on him.
I mean, at least he gets a cloak,
I guess so.
but it doesn't really do him good in the end.
I know. It doesn't block 3 arrows from hitting him.
Maybe they shot him at his back. Yeah. No, Boromir's. I think he's my favorite character.
He's a really good character.
I love his arc and just his redemption, and of course Sean Bean just kills it. Anyway,
Yeah. What's your guys' favorite Sean Bean death scene?
man, there's so many.
One of the 30 that you can pick from.
Yeah.
My
don't
least
know,
favorite is spoilers, Game of Thrones.
Is your least favorite?
Yeah,
Like least favorite by like it makes you the saddest, or like
yeah.
dude, it is really sad in that. Like
His arrest at the end of National Treasure is pretty satisfying. It's the closest thing to a death that they'd have in that movie.
Somebody dies in that movie. One of the henchmen dies.
No, he's fine.
No, he's not.
Is he the one that like falls and like wheels off the like
yeah, he falls all the way. He totally
like,
dies.
the giant cavern?
I think he's baldy or whatever that's what they refer to him as. Yeah, he dies.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
It's a great movie.
But Disney Plus has a TV show of National Treasure now.
Have you watched it?
I have not yet.
Dude, you're not a real fan.
It has Harvey Keitel in it, I think. Like he reprises
Is he the bad
his
guy?
role. No, he reprises his role. He's in the first two movies.
Oh, he
as
is?
the FBI. Yeah,
I
he's like the
I
FBI.
do not.
That's right, yeah.
I do not really remember those movies.
Someone has to go to jail.
I've not seen the second one. I've not seen the second one, and I've only seen the first one once.
Yes. Great line.
I'd really like to not go to prison. Someone's got to go to prison.
Oh, I love that movie. Speaking of Disney Plus, I started Andor.
Yeah?
I was crazy. I'm watching. I'm like, wait. I'm like, they brought the guy back from Rogue One. I'm like, how could they do this? I thought he died at the end of the movie.
All right, and that's our show for this week, everyone. Thank you so much for listening.
If Landon's dead body shows up like randomly, like
I've been waiting all week to tell that joke.
how far are you?
I'm 3 episodes in.
How do you like it?
I think it's okay. I think it's all right.
All right, so that's the end of the show.
There's some really good characters. There's some really couple lame characters I don't like.
Lame characters.
Who don't you like?
The boyfriend character of Bing or whatever.
Bing Crosby is it Andor?
Biggs or whatever. Like the
Yeah, I know. Just keep watching the show.
yeah. I didn't like him.
Just keep watching.
I mean, I'm 3 episodes in. So
Just keep watching.
yeah, I like the dude that works for the. I think he's probably gonna be the villain character. I like the.
Who?
He's like the young
Serial or
he's trying to like.
Cyril, yeah.
Cyril?
I'm not good with the character names. Besides,
I always call him
He
Serial.
works for Corpo and he's trying
Yeah.
to hunt down Andor, right?
I always call him
which-
Serial
which-
because Serial.
Which from what I understand, the corporal thing is basically like a rent-a-cop kind of almost like they're they're not Empire, but they work for the Empire, right?
Not really. It's just a local kind of police force almost.
Oh, okay.
So they're not really working for the Empire.
They report.
They're
to
kind
the
of
Empire,
they're
though,
not
right? Okay.
even really that.
Oh, okay.
They're more of just like not under the jurisdiction of the Empire.
They're their own thing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but that wouldn't stop the Empire from possibly doing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I guess you'll have to watch more going forward. I can't believe you just think it's okay.
It's good. It's good. I've had a hard
Oh,
time.
now it's good. Is it good or is it
It's
okay?
good. It's very good.
Look, you killed Dave. He's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Literally gone.
I think I've been having a
Sorry,
harder
I had
time
to grab
getting into
a
it.
charger for the laptop. I didn't want it to die.
I've been having a harder time. Like I've been enjoying it, but I've been having a harder time like staying super focused on it. Like I'll
Are you
watch
on your
it.
phone all the time? Because I've
For,
seen
like-
that before.
Okay. I'll pause and like check my phone for stuff, but like not very often on it. I just find myself like not. I like a lot of the world.
Will looks like he's gonna murder.
The world building's fine. Like,
Fine.
Like it's good. It's like the best world
Is it
building
good?
I've seen.
Fine. Use your
good.
words more carefully.
It's good. I'm just saying like I haven't been completely blown away yet.
Well, I guess like it was weird for me because I was so riveted even from the first episode.
I guess I'm coming down from like Better Call Saul, which is
Shut the
master class television. So it's, you know what I mean. Like,
Oh, I almost just said something really bad. Not family friendly.
I just find I'm also watching through She-Hulk, and I just go to Disney Plus, and I find myself constantly being like, "Well, I'm just gonna watch more She-Hulk," versus I'm kidding, I haven't started She-Hulk yet.
She-Hulk is good.
I'm just trying to like get Will worked up.
I think it's working.
Will has also not seen She-Hulk, so
Yeah.
Well, no, I could give She-Hulk a chance.
I think
But
you should give it a chance.
Andor's just that good. Andor's the best Star Wars I've ever seen. Period.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep watching it. I've watched 3 episodes. I am gonna take a break though and watch through Breaking Bad again though before I.
Okay.
Dave, have you watched any Andor?
No, I have not. Actually, I watched most of season 1 of Fargo yesterday because Bree had it playing.
Oh, great
And
show.
so it was kind of just on in the background. Yeah, that show, season 1, I forgot how good the first season is. I also forgot how funny the first season is.
Oh, it's so
first,
funny.
Yeah, the first season has some really good like comedic elements. Some of the other seasons, like they're really like not very funny at all.
Yeah.
But like and it works fine. But the first season has some really great comedy.
Have you ever had Turkish delight? It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton's character is so he's like a he's a mixture of like horrifying, but also like really funny.
Yeah.
I like the episode yesterday. What's his name when he gets strapped to the workout equipment with the shotgun and
that's the last scene. That's the last thing he says to him, right? He's like, "Have you ever had cigarettes to light?" It's disgusting.
Oh gosh.
Always Sunny's very own. What's his act? Glenn Howerton.
Yeah, Dennis. He plays it like he plays this like over spray tan,
sleazy,
yoga
like,
kind of guy. But Key and Peele is in. They play like a pair of cops that are in the show.
They're like FBI,
Bob
aren't
Odenkirk.
they?
Bob Odenkirk is the he's the police
chief, isn't it?
Well,
or assistant
he's a police
chief.
Yeah, assistant police chief.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
Does it also have Colin Hanks in it?
Yes.
Yes, Colin Hanks
is a cop also.
He's not like a funny character though. He's straight laced. He's a very serious character.
Yeah. Season 1's so good.
Yeah.
Season 2 is probably my favorite.
If I had Hulu, I'd watch it.
Dude, I can't with you.
Gotta pull out. I gotta fight back.
Good job, Will.
Landon has his jokes that he always goes to piss off Will.
Yeah, Will's got his. Yeah. That's
fair.
Yeah. With Andor though, don't be patient with me. I'll watch through it.
We've been patient for like a long time.
I do think I will always.
Landon's
I
really
will
patient with
always,
me with some
like,
shows. So
for Star Wars though, I think I'm just at the point where I'm always gonna like probably not like it as much because of Star Wars at this point. Like I'm gonna be more critical. Like I feel like the ceiling of a Star Wars property is like capped at a certain point. But maybe my mind will be.
I think
Maybe
once
you need to look at it
all the way
more.
through, you'll change your mind.
I think you need to focus less on the ceiling and focus more on the floor. You realize that the floor can be down like at like below ground level. So yeah, maybe try, like I haven't seen Andor yet, but I don't think it's necessarily fair to other properties to like
what?
Like
you're right.
Think that there you go.
Especially considering like this is written by the same guy who did Rogue One, but it's the same guy who wrote like all the Bourne movies as well. And it shows because I don't know what, but
Shaky cam.
all the dialogue is amazing.
It has a choppy fight scenes.
All the direction is also just amazing. It's just like
some of the
completely different people than Kenobi.
Skarsgård's character is
Skarsgård's character is really good.
Oh my gosh,
he steals the show. And then Mon Mothma's character also gets really good.
I like what they're setting up. I like the world building, like them showing them more like it's like.
Is it a lot more grounded?
Like, clearly, it's more grounded.
Yeah.
It gets a lot more into like what the world, like what like a normal person's life would look like, almost. At least so far, like through 3 episodes, like which I like, and I feel like I feel like it's going to get away from that. Would be my guess to a certain extent because it's going to get more rebellion focused. Would be my assumption with where it's going. But I like the fact of like there's this police force group of people, and there's all these people that are just like living their lives, like selling scrap and stuff, and then like the flashbacks to this planet where like stuff went wrong. Like I like that it's. Like Star Wars suffers from like small universe problem where like everybody somehow in like a world like in a like galaxy with like thousand like what I mean, all these planets we always go to the same place.
Every character interacts with every
it's like, oh wow, like this character runs into this. How's this even? This seems like it's going to be more.
You're gonna love.
They're going to introduce more characters that we've already, like you said, Mon Mothma. So it's like, but that makes sense. So
well, there's even characters that pop up that like later that are like, oh, I've never heard of you before, but you're super interesting.
Yeah, that's more of that. I want to see people that I haven't.
Yeah. Oh, you'll just keep watching. I think you'll actually come around to like it a lot.
Yeah. Seems a little bit more mature.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the first scene like takes place in a brothel, which I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm like Star Wars. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, where are the Twilight?
Hey, Jabba had sex slaves, so
Yeah.
No, stop. I was talking about
the mouth like.
I was talking about like the Twilight dancers, not the like the creepy.
Yeah. The song with the one guy's like the one like bug looking guy's like, and it's like she's like spit flying out of his mouth and he's singing. He's like, dude, that's
It's George Lucas's original vision.
No, stop. I want the original Max Rebo band.
Just get the version I got, the despecialized edition.
Disney does not approve of that purchase.
But Lucasfilm does.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Cut that.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I'm flying out to Iowa on Wednesday.
Anything else interesting?
No.
No.
Just kidding. If you listen to this and you're from Iowa, I'm not kidding. Iowa's lame.
I'm going to be very critical of Iowa. Megan has been very critical of Spokane, so I'm going to. I'm going into
Return
Iowa.
the favor.
I'm going into Iowa like I go into most Star Wars.
Guns blazing, ready to fire.
Landon's like, the floor of Iowa is very low because it's just flat corn land. So
It's literally, the floor is
Yeah.
literally low compared to sea level.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that would be the first place that would flood. If torrential downpour.
I mean, that's not true, but let's ignore that. So
For the sake of what I'm saying. It's
okay,
true.
yeah, for the sake of it. Yeah.
If God's gonna smite a place, it might be Iowa.
Yeah, did you guys know Iowa is below sea level? Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
That's
well,
what Will said.
Yeah. It's not.
Will, our geography
I shouldn't have said sea
expert.
level, like low compared to like other places.
Like the
That's
sea.
what I meant.
Like the ocean.
Because Iowa's not even.
Well, some oceans are taller than others, so
Yes, that's how it works. I know everything. Trust me.
I want Will to share as much information about Iowa as possible. Ready, go.
Iowa is the smallest state in the United States.
Keep going.
All right.
It also has the oldest and most outdated architecture in its buildings.
What time zone is it in?
It's in Eastern Standard Time.
What major rivers does it share borders with?
The Mississippi River.
What are
That one actually correct.
What is the capital of Iowa?
Des Moines.
Des Moines. How many counties are in Iowa?
2. I told you it was the smallest state.
What area codes does Iowa have?
305.
All right. Well, that was Will's Iowa knowledge. Join us next week for Will's Missouri knowledge.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Missouri. Better than Iowa in every way.
Well, anything else?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Take us home, Michael.
Take me home, country road.
We don't own the rights to this song.
Where I belong, West Virginia.
Quick, throw in like a funny word so we can call it a parody.
But-
Almost Devon, West Virginia.
Almost Devon.
Green Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah Mountain Range. All right, well, thanks for listening. We'll be...
Wow.
Dave is the new Weird Al.
Yep, that's what they call me. The Weirder Al.
You're the weird one. Okay, bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Bye.
Merry Christmas,
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year's,
Bye-bye.
and all those
Bye-bye.
other holidays as well.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I think we'll do one more podcast before Christmas.
Yeah. So next week will be the
So-
Christmas themed episode.
All of you
Christmas,
still have
Christmas,
time.
something wish list.
My wish list.
So all of you
Have I
listeners,
been a good boy?
That's
Can I
none
get
of
a
your
witness?
business.
all of you listeners still have time to send us our presents. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use PO Box. What's the number, Dave?
503, same as the area code for
And
Iowa.
our special-
Whatever Will said earlier. 305.
305.
Our special Christmas Patreon tier is now up on Patreon.
You get Landon's
special- you get a
commentary
Christmas box.
of Andor.
It's just me snoring.
Snoring on your phone.
Swiping through his
Yeah. Like in my fantasy scores,
Yeah, I bet you'd enjoy things more if you
No.
put down your phone, man.
No. Probably not.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
The show
everybody.
has to be truly great, like Better Call Saul, for me to put my phone away.
I'm gonna go shoot Landon. Goodbye.
Better
Goodbye.
Call Saul. Just watch it. Just check it out.
For the fifth time.
Yeah. Dave, have you started watching it?
Did you stop recording?
No, I'm still recording.
Oh,
This
okay.
is part of the show.
Oh, okay. We need. Bye.
Did you know that
Bye.
the Colts are beating the Vikings 30-0 right now?
No one cares.
And I started
If
Kirk Cousins and
Breaking
Justin
Bad
Jefferson.
was winning the jackpot.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.